Hey guys, I never thought I would find myself going through something like this, but here I am, trying to make sense of the chaos that has recently consumed my life. Let me start from the beginning. A few days ago, I was living my life, thinking everything was fine. My wife, the person I loved and trusted the most, suddenly told me she was going to spend the holidays with her sister. At first I was worried, thinking something was wrong with her sister, like some kind of disease or cancer or something, and she needed to be with her for the holidays. My wife assured me it was nothing like that. She just said her sister was lonely and didn't want her to spend the holidays alone. I demanded to know why she was springing this on me so suddenly. We've been married 5 years and always spend the holiday season together. Why couldn't she bring her sister out here to be with us? Cats. That's why, according to my wife, her sister can't leave her cats. Fine, but what about I go with her? We could all spend Christmas together. My wife said no, it needs to be just her. Weird. I asked why, and she didn't really have an answer. She got angry and told me to just leave it. Hell no. I wasn't going to drop this. In the last few months, my wife has been more hostile towards me. She had also started acting more distant and was suddenly using a password on her phone and always turned the screen away from me. I'd already suspected something was up, but this sudden desire to go to her sister's for Christmas was the straw that broke the camel's back. She was definitely hiding something, and I needed to find out. I continued to badger her and ask why she didn't want me to come with her so we could be together for the holidays. Eventually, she just snapped at me and screamed that her sister hates me and doesn't want me to come. Ouch. That one stung, especially since the few times I'd actually met her sister, we seemed to get along just fine. I let the subject drop, and my wife was pissy the rest of the day and barely said another word. She spent the evening glued to her phone texting someone with a smirk on her face. Yep, something was definitely up with her. I had a horrible feeling that she wasn't heading to her sister's place for the holidays. So, on the day I dropped my wife off at the airport, I drove around and parked the car. I walked into the airport to find my wife and watch what she did. 20 minutes later, I found her. She was standing, texting. She looked up and it seemed like she was searching for something. Or someone. My heart sank as I watched a brilliant smile light up her face. A smile she hadn't shown me for a very long time. She ran towards a guy and jumped into his arms. My mind couldn't comprehend what my eyes were seeing as I watched the two of them hug and then kiss. My mind went blank and I saw red. Furious, I approached them and asked my wife who the hell she was kissing. She seemed bewildered and confused to see me. She tried to lie, claiming he was her brother, but it was painfully obvious what was really happening. The truth hit me like a freight train. My wife was cheating on me right in front of my eyes. The scene that unfolded was like a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. There was yelling, crying, and accusations hurled in every direction. How could the person I loved more than anything in the world do this to me? The pain was unbearable. A gut-wrenching feeling that made it hard to breathe. As I confronted my wife, she couldn't look me in the eyes. I could see the guilt, but there was something else there too. Defiance. As if she believed she was justified in her actions. I couldn't comprehend how someone I had shared my life with for years could be so callous, so indifferent to my feelings. The betrayal cut deep. Anger surged through me, not just at my wife, but also at the man standing next to her, the one who had contributed to destroying my marriage. Who was he? What did he have that I didn't? As the reality of the situation sunk in, I realized that I had been living a lie. The person I thought I knew, the woman I had built a life with, was a stranger. The trust we had carefully nurtured over the years was shattered, and I found myself questioning every shared moment, every whispered promise, and every intimate gesture. It was as if my entire history with her was now tainted, overshadowed by the knowledge of her betrayal. I told her to enjoy her fucking flight and then left. I went home, sank a few shots of Hennessy, and researched lawyers and divorce. I was flooded with a whirlwind of emotions. There was heartbreak, a deep ache that seemed to radiate from my chest, making it hard to get out of bed in the morning. There was also humiliation, the feeling of being exposed and vulnerable, as if everyone around me could see the scars of my failed marriage. I had to face the pitying glances of friends and family, their well-meaning words unable to mend the broken pieces of my heart. Amidst the pain, there was also a profound sense of loss. I mourned not only the end of my marriage, but also the future I had envisioned with my wife. The dreams of growing old together, of raising a family, and of creating a lifetime of memories were now nothing but shattered fragments of what could have been. The plans we had made together, the places we had wanted to visit, and the experiences we had hoped to share were all gone, replaced by a void that seemed impossible to fill. I'm so lost right now. It's all so fresh and hurts so much. I plan on getting the best lawyer I can find and divorcing the hell out of my cheating bitch of a wife. If you have any advice or experience on the matter, let me know. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for listening.